What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, family, what's going on?
Hey, Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com.
Yes.
And sorry, but I'm not live because it says I don't have an internet connection.
She
But we'll
hasn't
try
been
this
live in
again.
100
We'll
years.
try it again. We'll try it again. It's Thursday night. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say it. In the year 30. It's the best night of your life.
2030, yes.
The year is 2030.
Yes.
So, yes, we are here. A little bit chilly from the south, on the south suburbs. I left out, it was 48. Out this way is 37. I thought I was being cute, not having no coat on, but a sister need a jacket.
Oh, yeah, big
Sister
time.
need a jacket on. It's
2-3. What's
it's a
going
little
on,
chilly out
man?
there.
Thanks for checking in,
So
bro.
I know you guys can't see me. I have no idea. Normally I can pick up the internet in here, but it's not picking up for some reason.
Well, mine is. My man Warren Woods checking in for us. Thanks, Rev, man. My old college baseball teammate checking in. Appreciate you joining in. Hey, Leonia, my homegirl Leonia Deutsch from way back in the day. Thanks for checking in from Indiana, right, huh? Appreciate you checking in with us as well. Welcome to Thursday night, the livest night of your week, as my girl Chris likes to say. And we're going to cover some things today. Not sure exactly what, but we're going to cover some stuff today.
Everything like we always
we're going to get started.
You just never know what we're going to come
Absolutely.
at you
It's coming from left field every single time. So
a couple of rants, though.
Oh, wow. Well, let's get started then.
Yay! Chris's rants. Dear ComEd, I truly do not care for you all. Especially, it seems like every time I go grocery shopping,
hey, babe,
and the power goes out. I just went grocery shopping and my power went out last night. So me being the individual that I am, I track the power hours. I'm looking across the street at my neighbor. Their lights are on. I look behind me on the next block. Their lights are on. It's just my side of the street. I'm not understanding. Did I do something? And you want to know what? It's every time I pay the bill. That bill was $228.
Candace, what's
Can a
up,
sister
Mom?
get some
Thanks
power?
for checking
That's all
in.
I'm saying. Can a sister get some power? I had to go to my brother-in-law, get a generator. All it. For what?
How long was your power out?
That's not the point. But 2 hours. 2 hours. And I couldn't watch my TV shows. My phone was on like 10%. My daughter's phone was on 0. I think my husband was in the car charging his. I wasn't doing all that. Because you know why? Because I paid for ComEd to be in my house and not using and burning my gas up in my car.
Well, you know, the thing is, it wasn't like it was done intentionally, though.
I don't know that. I don't know that. Because it always seems like right after I pay the bill and right after I go grocery shopping, something happens with ComEd.
It's just your horrible time, and that's all it is. It ain't about them doing something.
I'm not going to go sit in my car to charge my phone and burn gas. You weren't on the phone. I was on the phone a little while ago. I'm like, gas is $3.99 a gallon.
That's in the city.
Because that's the premium. But it's the premium for that car. So thankfully, I get 10 cents off with my Shell card. So I use the Shell card. Right. And it was still $60 to fill up that little bitty car.
You a far out suburban gas station somewhere outside.
No, it was high out by me. It was high out by me. That's where I filled up at in Country Club Hills.
You know what? Out by me, gas is like $2.90 a gallon. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it's
premium?
super cheap, but I don't know. I mean, now my wife's car takes premium, so I'm not sure what it is for hers. I know for regular gas it's like $2.90, and you know, since we lifetime members at Thornton's, we get like 3 cents off a gallon every time we go. So
all I know is that I don't understand ComEd, and it's sad when these companies can monopolize. Why it can't be a ComEd and a Chris's electricity? You know, for us to buy different electricity, have an option to buy electricity
ComEd
from.
Don't make no money that way, shorty. That's the problem. ComEd ain't gonna make no money.
It's the same thing with Nicor. With Nicor, they have People's Gas. I guess is it People Gas in the city? Then there's Nicor. You got options for gas. So why you can't have options for electricity? You got options for internet and phone service. So why can't you have that for electricity?
Well, truthfully speaking, there are options for electricity because we actually signed up for something like 2-3 years ago. I forget the name of it, but
no, that wasn't an option. They made y'all think y'all was getting an option, but that was a scam. Hey, Camille Ferguson. Hey, boo. How are you?
I got to speak my piece.
Yeah, I didn't
There
even
you
want to
have
hear it
it.
because I signed up for it, and then after a year, your bill was skyrocketed.
Well, the thing
Mine
is,
did.
well, they gave us the option to leave after a year, and that's what we did. We left. So,
What
it wasn't like,
I didn't know that it was going to skyrocket. So, and then when I saw it, a sister was like, went into professional mode and went into this was not part of the contract.
yeah. I get it.
I need
Well,
this canceled immediately. So
right.
that's my rant about ComEd. Ziegler. Hey, y'all remember I talked about them. So I dropped my
tell
car
y'all.
off Tuesday. And of course, I told you all about the story about they were trying to give me a Mini Cooper. My hair getting long, y'all. Look at that. It's getting grown on. Anyway, uh, why did they give me a BMW X1? Now, I drive an X5, which is much bigger than the X1. So they gave me an X1, which is the size of a Mini Cooper. Again, little person don't need a little car. I don't want to be in a Mini Cooper. I don't want to be in a little car. I don't want to be in a car that I can look over. I'm sorry. If I can see over the roof, that's a problem for me.
She can barely see over the roof of the car, y'all. I just saw it outside a few minutes ago.
Lies. Camille says hello, Dion. I don't know why you saying hi to him.
How you doing, sweetie?
Seriously, why speak to him? It's like nothing.
Because she's nice. She has a heart.
Whatever, say that, whatever you want to say. Again, promoting the Intellectual Radio shirts. Yay, support me and Dion and Intellectual Radio by purchasing one of these fantabulous shirts. We have them in white and boom, black.
Look at that.
So let me know if you want one of these. They are nice shirts. You can wear them out and you can wear them when we're online, and you can support us by having on your Intellectual Radio shirt.
Absolutely.
It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Inbox me if you would like one. Yvonne and Tony, yours will be on its way tomorrow in the mail. Thank you. So if anybody want a shirt, let me know. Want to give a big shout out. I see my sister Latanya Jordan Tyrone. I always get her name mixed up because there's another Latanya. Nevertheless, hey sis, how are you? Hey Melissa, great to see you on. So we are just here in the studio.
Rochelle, how
it's
you doing,
nice.
sweetie?
It's it's warm in here.
It's nice. Yeah.
I'm so glad Earl likes us again because you know how he does us. He doesn't give us heat. He puts us in the back studio somewhere,
like room temperature when we try and drink.
Right. Nobody can see us even know we here.
Right.
Even had our little parking spots blocked off. We had to park in the alley.
And y'all don't know that he had a guard dog standing there waiting on us too. So if we try and leave early, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. So we back.
Rochelle Fowl said say hello to you, Count Christina.
Hey sis. So we back in the studio, y'all. Look, y'all, we even got posters and stuff on the wall. Look,
you can see the phone number over my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? See that?
Look at it.
I ain't got to repeat it.
We even
time.
got a producer down there.
Yeah.
Look at it. We back in
708
the real studio.
223.
We in the studio, y'all. He likes us this week. We in the studio.
See what's going on, man. My man, Edgar Carnett from work checking
big
in.
Brother,
what's up, bro?
How are you? Thank you for joining in to Intellectual Radio, well, Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. Yes. We're here. We're here. We're doing it.
You know what? While you were going on with your rants about ComEd and Ziegler, I had something that come up in my mind. Sheila, how you doing, sweetheart? Sheila McDonald checking in.
Hey, big sis.
I was in a sense confronted you all, you know what I'm saying, the last couple of weeks with some issues, at my place of employment. And I'm not putting anybody out there. I'm not putting anybody out there.
Did they find out you were a girl?
And and I'm this is how you rise above the BS.
Hey,
y'all.
Shay.
You see how I kept it professional, but she knows that I'm gonna get her back. But I have something on my mind that I'm trying to get off. Sheila said, "Hey, Count Christina." So she said,
"Did not say no Count Christina." Stop it.
So, hey, John, what up, Smith? What's going on, bro? About manhood. Now, for people who know me, y'all know where I work. I work at the Juvenile Detention Center. And Chris knows a little bit about manhood too, but we ain't gonna talk about that on camera. That's a whole nother episode, y'all. We gonna have to do that on the weekend, not Thursday. So the thing is this about being a man. What is it? And women, if you want to, you can chime in as well. What is it that you all think makes a man a man? Now, there are several dozen components, in my opinion. And this is what I try to teach my young men on my section. And wherever I go, whatever section I'm on in my building, I try to teach them the basic components about being a man. And one of those things about being a man is honesty and integrity. Well, that's two things, but those things work hand in hand. because you can't be honest without having integrity, and you can't have integrity without being honest. And I'm always the kind of person to tell you, stand on your word. Whatever it is, whether they agree or don't agree, you have to stand on your word and stand on that. Again, it's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with being flexible. There's nothing wrong with saying, okay, well, might have thought one way for a minute, and now I feel a certain way now. But the thing is, be a man, and be a man at all times. You know what I'm saying? And that's because if nothing else, it doesn't matter if you're 100% wrong or 100% right. The thing that people are going to remember is that, hey, look, he stood on what he said. You know what I'm saying? And again, even if he was wrong, at least you have to respect him for that. So always be a man, young man. It doesn't matter if you're 12, 19, 25, 35, 45. Be a man. So that's all I'm going to say. Exactly, Rochelle. Your word is your bond. And that's exactly what, even though that doesn't mean a whole lot in today's society, it definitely does mean an awful lot to real men. Your word is your bond, because truthfully speaking, as Tony Montana said, I only got two things in this world, and I don't break neither one of them for nobody. I'm not going to repeat it because it's kind of vulgar, but he's like, one of those is what it is, and the other one is my word, and I'm not going to break either one of them for anybody. So make sure you always do that. And it's nothing wrong with being wrong. Own the fact that you're wrong. Own the fact that I messed up, because we're human. And as long as you breathe and live on this earth, you're going to be wrong about something 2, 3, 10 times a day. Own it and deal with it, and be okay with accepting the fact that you're wrong and correcting it. Don't be afraid to correct it. I don't like the kind of people, men or women, the day and age we live in now is the, no accountability age. You know what I'm saying? I can't pay my rent on time, but I'm going to blame Chris because she got me out here at this show on Thursday night. She ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? On the fact that you messed up. You didn't have your priorities in order. You didn't do what you were supposed to do as a man or a woman. And that's why you're in the position you're in. Don't blame anybody else. I really can't stand people that want to blame others for their issues and their wrongdoings and where they are in life. Kiana, what's going on? Mama Morgan Park Alumni Association President Kiana Edmond checking in. How you doing, sweetie? Thanks for checking in. So that's the one thing that's been heavy on my mind an awful lot. You know what I'm saying? The last week or two is owning responsibility. Me personally, I'm wrong about 100 times a day. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it doesn't have to be big things. I ain't gonna tell you that it's 90 degrees outside when it's 30 or nothing like that. But I get the fact that I don't get it right all the time. So we have to learn to be okay as men, and again, as women, that we don't get it right all the time. Be okay with that, people. And that's my rant for right now.
That was long. Mine don't be that long, but that was long. Dang, I'm a woman, and his is longer than mine, but okay. But
I could go on, actually, if you want me to now while you yapping away. You know what I'm
Shay
saying?
says, hello, Dion.
Hey, hon, how are you?
Shay's Monique Gates and Angelique Gates.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
One of the baby sisters.
Shay.
And Beverly Gates. Shout out to the Gates families from the Morgan Park neighborhood. So shout out to my husband. Hi, baby. Anthony is on here with us tonight.
What's going on, Anthony?
So you're right. Your word is your bond. Now there are people who have to be right all the time. I'm one of them. But I know when I'm wrong, and I do have that accountability. If I'm wrong, I'll be like, I may be him and him, but I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm wrong. Eventually I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. But you do have people. Hey, Gil said, hey.
What's going on?
You do have people that don't know how, and young men.
Linda Lewis, thanks for checking in.
As you stated, we are in that age where the younger generation definitely has no accountability for nothing they do. And that's
Monica.
These
what's up,
kids
Mama?
that's robbing people and carjacking people. Like, you didn't work for that and you're out here carjacking. But as I stated, and I think I said this last week, that the ring is led by adults, because you heard about the 36-year-old woman that tried to carjack somebody at a gas station.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, she tried to carjack a lady, like 60-some-year-old lady at a car. And while she's doing that, the other two kids in the other car got out to try to jump in the lady's car. Wow. But then there was a lady and a husband, and they had a baby in a car seat. Mm-hmm. And it was two kids behind them that jumped out the car to carjack.
Right. Right.
Like, what is it? The ring is big, and they don't even know how to get a hold to this ring, but the ring is big.
Yeah, well,
hey,
here's the thing
hey,
for me. I
sis.
think
Wedding day coming.
Linda Lewis
Wedding
said, "I
coming,
so agree.
wedding
Look in
day
the mirror
coming,
and check
wedding
your
day
own,
coming."
check yourself and accept your own wrong."
Yeah.
Linda, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. My sister and my niece had an incident about a month ago. They were at a grocery store, and when they came out, they saw this guy standing behind my sister's car, waving his foot under the tailgate,
because it lifts up the hood,
right?
Yeah.
But the dingbat didn't realize that you have to be within a certain amount of feet, and you have to have the key in your possession in order to get that to work. But with that being said, my niece saw it, so instead of them approaching the car, they went back, got the security guard. Security guard walked them back out to the car.
You are still just so
and they
beautiful
were
from
approaching
the
the car.
time you were little to
He
an
gets in his
adult. You
car,
are a
which he had
gorgeous
parked
girl.
next to them.
Thank you for joining us.
And in the car with him is an older lady. So she had some idea what he was doing, because from what my niece said, he was doing all this crazy stuff behind the car. And I'm assuming that he was just taking time, see if he could get them to approach the car so he could hit her, punch her, take her car, and do something stupid like that.
How about if it would have let up, jump in the back of their car and possibly wait for them to get in and kidnap them and God knows what.
Long story short, the security guard was like, we've seen this guy before. If nothing else, at least I have his driver's license now, so I will report it to the police. My sister told my mother that she's going to have to get her conceal and carry license. And that's sad to say, that's what it's coming down to in this city. When they started the whole conceal and carry thing 3-4 years ago, people thought it was going to be the Wild Wild West. And not so necessarily the Wild Wild West, but it's people standing up to protect what they feel is rightfully theirs, which is theirs. Yeah, it is theirs.
It's theirs.
So a lot of these guys, again, my sister is almost as short as you, and my niece is maybe an inch or so taller than you. So you know what I'm saying? Munchkins. They're tall midgets, or
we're not. Don't
short
do that.
giants.
You cannot use the M word. That's so wrong and disrespectful.
I'm sorry, they're not tall midgets. They're short giants.
They're called little people. But I'm not a little person because I'm over the height requirement for a little person.
So
hey,
as I was saying,
hey, Woody.
The thing is now people are now getting their conceal and carry license because
my brother and sister Cam, sister still didn't get that email right.
You have to get to this point, but this is where we are in society, and you just do what you have to do. Now, your intent is not to take anybody's life or anything, but before you black my eye, drag me into an alley, kill or assault me, this is what I'm going to have to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's terribly tragic that we have to, resort to this, but what other options do we have? Because I've worked hard to earn my, $50,000, $70,000, $90,000 car. You think I'm just gonna let you come up and take it because you bigger than me or because you?
Well, I'm gonna let them have it.
Whatever.
I'm gonna let them have it because at the end of the day, that's materialistic. That can be replaced. I can't be. The world would be so lonely without me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let them have it. They can have a car.
The world is supposed to have been lonely without her for the last 400 years. Hey, LaTonya,
I'm gonna give a big shout out to Renee Hill of Say It With Your Chest. This is my Mustang face mask.
Renee, we need to talk, man. I got some stuff I need you to do for me. So
this
we need
is
to
beautiful.
Touch down.
Thank you, Renee. And I did receive my t-shirts as well.
Monica said, "Yes, I agree because I got my license to carry." So
that's an
Indianapolis.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Everybody's talking about, I got my conceal and carry. I got my conceal and carry.
Too, huh?
In the heat of the moment,
Big Mike,
are you going to be able to react? Or are you going to be one of these people shooting all over the place? So nobody will know what they're going to do in that situation. Yeah. You can get somebody stronger than you that can take your gun away from you and shoot you.
Yeah.
So I have my conceal and carry. But what I'm saying is be very careful. Just because you got your conceal and carry, don't mean it's going to be the end of all.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Somebody can take your gun from you and shoot you with it.
You have, Mike said, pow, pow. I get it, dude.
Yeah.
I promise you, I understand exactly where you're coming from. And that's the thing, it's one thing to have it. You're absolutely right. Yeah. And it's one thing to be able to use it. So, the hope is that, I don't think you're going to run up on me and do that because then you give them the opportunity to do something to you. So if I see you, if I'm 20, 50, 100 feet away from you and I see you, then guess what's going to meet you before I do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But if anybody is interested in getting their conceal and carry, you can go through First Crown. My girl Marcella Holly, she puts that out there and she's an excellent teacher and she don't let you just go out. You're not going to just get your conceal and carry, she's going to work with you. She's going to make sure that you know what you're doing, and make sure she's going to give you some situation to make sure that you know what you're exactly doing. Cam Thomas says hello. Hey Pastor
Cam,
Tim,
how are you,
Tim, how are you?
Sheila McDonald said you have to get the proper training. You have to be very careful and mindful, and you're absolutely right,
Yes.
Sheila. You can't just be out here like it's the Wild Wild West or nothing like that. And I get that, but again, like Chris said, the thing is you have to be mindful that, hey, look, just because I got it don't mean I'm ready to use it.
Yes.
So you have to keep that in mind, most definitely. So
you want to give a shout out to Marcia Hollis Bratcher. She is running for the mayor of Hazelcrest.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay.
So she's running for the mayor of Hazelcrest. So you, my people in Hazelcrest, please go out and submit your vote to this young lady, Marcia. You always welcome to come on the show before election anytime. Just inbox me, or you can even say it right here. Just let me know. But I'm noticing it's a lot of Black women running for these mayors,
a lot more,
and trustees positions in the South suburbs.
Absolutely. Hey, my cousin,
it's a lot of them.
Lynn Smith is checking in. My cousin Lynn just had surgery.
I think Gil just threw shade on me. He asked me when was I coming back to the gym. So what you trying to say, Gil?
Oh boy, Lynn, thanks for checking in, honey.
Gil,
I hope you're feeling better.
What you really trying to say, Gil? Like, you gonna ask me when I'm coming to the gym? Like, what you trying to say?
It's the sweater, Gil. It ain't her. It's the sweater.
What you trying to say, Gil? No. I need Gil to respond.
I'm trying to help you, bro.
What you trying to say?
Take it and run, man. Take it and run.
What are you trying to say? But I told you Kim says hello.
Yeah, Kim.
And she used your whole government name. She said, "Hey, Deion Washington."
Yeah. That's normally how it happens. So I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I appreciate you checking in with us.
Veronica, I will definitely inbox you that information.
I also have a coworker of mine, Kevin Wheeler, who teaches the conceal and carry class. So if y'all are interested, Kevin Wheeler is reasonable and he's really good with his.
So you see how Black people do. I just gave somebody, then he gonna go behind me and get somebody. It just don't.
Because I have somebody too. That
they don't know him.
Hey, Miss Gray, thanks for checking in. I appreciate you checking in. Miss Thorpe Gray from Nancy B. Jefferson School at my job. Jamie, thanks for checking in. Jamie Johnson checking in. Appreciate you. Okay, Rochelle, I will inbox Fan my number in a little bit.
He don't have a phone. Just put out some kibble and bits and he'll come.
Chris
anyway, Marcia Hollis
Bratcher.
Am I saying your last name right? But she said she would love to come and to join us on our show. Just let us know, because I know your election is coming up.
Anytime.
But like I said, baby, if you guys are in Hazelcrest, go out and vote for this young lady. You guys, I don't live in Hazelcrest, but I followed her. Somehow I got some information on her, but I follow her and I looked her up. Like, this is a person that you all definitely need to have out in Hazelcrest. And look, I call, and I'm going to put him out there. I call Willie Wilson, like, you better be voting for her. That's so funny. Like, you better be voting for her. He was like, you live in Flossmoor. What you concerned about it for? Don't matter. When I see a Black woman trying to do good things,
Willard Chaney, thanks for checking in, bro.
If I lived in Hazelcrest, you definitely had my vote. Mm-hmm. But I'm sorry, but I'm over on the other side. So you spell it Marcia, but it's pronounced Marsha. Okay, Marsha, I got you. So Marsha Hollis Bratcher, ladies and gentlemen, let's please get out there and vote. People think that these little municipal votes don't mean anything. They do. They do. I think my mayor has been in there for 20 years, I believe, 20 some years. Like, he looked like he about 90, but you got to get out there and vote. These elections are just as important as any other election. So please, please, please.
Please
get out there and vote.
Absolutely. Please get out there and vote. And speaking of elections and speaking of mayors, I used to be a resident of Hillside. Just as a side note,
when you got out of prison, that's where you moved to?
The mayor of Hillside, his last name is Tamborino. The only reason I remember that is because when I was 12, I played baseball with a Dan Tamborino out in Woodridge. If you all have any connections to Dan Tamborino, Mayor Tamborino, who is still a mayor out in Hillside, please get in touch with me. I would love to catch up with my guy, Dan Tamborino, who was our catcher the year I won my only championship. That is good to know, Marsha.
Good to know. I told him, I'm like, you live in Hazelcrest, you got to vote for her. So, so you made a friend when you were 12. That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we doing these shirts because I would love to bring you guys on my live camera with our intellectual radio
keep
shirts.
Dragging me down into the gutter. So
we got them in white. We got them in black. So they're $10. So if you would like an intellectual radio shirt, please let me know. And I don't get any money off of this because the producer don't even like me. So just pay your $10 and I get your shirt to you. So,
She'll
girl, you
hand
don't like
deliver
me,
it.
do you?
She'll hand deliver it.
Oh, he love all of us. He don't have no food for us. He used to love us when we was back at the old studio on the other side of the.
Barbara Patterson, what's going on? Thanks for
Look, my
checking
husband
in.
say now we finna get a ticket because
Big
I said he
Spence,
90.
George
He
Spencer,
about 90,
appreciate you,
babe.
bro.
I don't
Thanks
care
for
what you
checking in
say.
with us, Spence.
Hey, my AM. So again, get out there, vote in these municipalities. Please get out and vote. These are just as important, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? One day this person could be your next mayor, not your next mayor, but your next governor, your next senator, your next state representative. So this is important. Please get out there and vote. Just please get out and vote. All votes matter. Please get out and vote. I can't say it enough. Go vote. I would vote even if I had to over the mountain and through the woods. What's that saying?
I'm gonna show it to you on my live, man. I don't know if you can
that?
read it, but this is him right here, Kevin Wheeler, bro. This is his number and his
just
card
be pulling
right
out
here.
Cards, y'all. He don't have no friends.
So I'm definitely gonna get in contact with soon enough. And my first victim might not have nothing to do with doing something against me, but just talking crap to my left. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't saying no names or pointing no fingers, but y'all know who I'm talking about. So I'm just saying, just in case something happened, y'all will know exactly what went
hater.
down. So,
oh, I need a fan. It's hot in here. It's hot.
Boy.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey,
so
I need a fan, Mr. Producer. I'm starting to sweat.
So anyway,
I will be right back. I need
family,
a fan.
What's going on with y'all, man? Again, if y'all feel like calling in, please, again, my number's behind me. Again, I'm going to show it to you on my live feed, 708-223-8953. Y'all calling if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns for us. Nicole Lynch says, I have my carry and conceal. It's crazy out here. All veterans only have to take half the hours, and that's cool. I'm a veteran myself.
All veterans only have to take half the hours.
That works for me, and I know my
Bessie.
boy Andrew Martin. We had talked about this about 3-4 months ago, and he was saying he wanted to do it. So Drew was in the Navy just like I was. So we'll definitely begin in contact with my man Kevin
anybody
Wheeler.
in the Navy.
So,
that's where you were at.
But there's a height requirement. I don't think you make it. So
whatever.
Hey, Miss Rogers, Lucretia Rogers checking in. Thanks for checking in with us, Miss Rogers. I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you soon, Ma.
That's good. I'm glad little mama's doing good.
So
hey, we would love for you guys to call in with any questions or comments that you have. You know, we like for our audience to be part of the show. So if anybody got anything they want to talk about, anything that you want us to discuss, you can inbox me. Or if you just want to talk right now to us and be on the show with us, give us a call at 708-223-8953. That's 708. What is it, Dion? 223-8953. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. And with any type of topics, the only thing is when you call in, this is a no profanity zone. So there could not be any cursing, or the producer will click you off. And
oh yeah.
Oh, you actually got money in the sweat. He got a nice little collection in the sweat jar.
Chris, why don't you go ahead and pull it up next to you? Because I know you're gonna lose it.
No, Chris never. Chris never gets you will never see Chris's money in there.
Well, somebody's money going there coming from you. So don't look at me.
No.
We gonna fight if you think I'm gonna pay
you've never called us cursing on air. Never. I'm just saying.
I know how you are.
Man, whatever.
So, am I lying? Just tell me.
No, I don't do that. I'm a Christian woman.
She ain't said I'm lying yet. So y'all know what time it is.
That word lying is a bad word. Remember your mother, you couldn't say to your mother you lying. That's a bad word.
So was dag, but we still said it.
I am doing good, Bessie, except I'm here with Dion, but it is what it is.
Anyway,
sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you don't. I mean, we just here. I don't know.
Whatever.
But what do I think about the 50 people that got shot on the South Side?
15 people. You know
15. I did not know any one of them. Thank God.
You know what? Before I get to that, Earl, let me just express this. My care and concern out to one of my coworkers. My boy O shared with us I'm not sure if everybody heard the story down in Indianapolis of the young woman who got shot by her boyfriend. Her mother, her uncle, and her 7-year-old child was killed by this guy. Over the stimulus check. That's one of my closest friends at work. That was his friend's sister.
I
I
couldn't
believe it
believe
was. So
it.
if I'm remembering right, and I'm pretty sure he's at work now, so he ain't checking in. But when he hears this, he'll tell me. But as the story goes, she promised to give him some stimulus money, not all of it. This dude is as useless as a six toe. He didn't have any job.
Yep.
His only purpose was he was a babysitter. While she was at work, he stayed with the 7-year-old.
But he wasn't always with the 7 year
He
old either.
wasn't
He
always
was
with the
leaving the
7-year-old.
7 year
Yeah,
old in the
at
house and
home
stuff like
alone.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
yeah.
so they got into a discussion about the stimulus check, which she knew she was getting. She said, "I'll give you some. No problem." He felt that he should get all of it.
Yep.
And so he got mad, went out, got a gun, and came back and shot up the whole house. He shot her, the young lady, but she survived, but nobody else in the house did.
Yeah.
The 7-year-old, her mother, and her uncle all gone because some selfless, useless SOB decided to get greedy and not appreciate what was being given to him for absolutely no reason, and took it 50 steps further. And now he has the rest of his life to contemplate what he could have done instead of what he actually did. And that goes into think before y'all do anything, people.
Yeah.
Please don't think just to the end of your nose or to the end of the table. Think what's around the corner. Think what's on the next block. Think what's in the next neighborhood before you actually do something. Because nobody in jail wants to hear, "Oh yeah, you tweak, we get it." Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Man, what you do? You ain't murder? Nah, man, she ain't give me part of that stimulus check.
Her money, her money.
Wait,
Her
what?
money, not the money I'd earned that she was trying to jack me for. This is all hers. She's the only one in the house working, and I got mad at that.
But he's not gonna survive because in jail they still got the street code. You don't touch women and children.
Women and children, absolutely.
In jail you still got that. So when they found out that he killed a 7-year-old over a stimulus check.
And Nicole said we left at the part where his own daughter watched him do it, and he didn't shoot his own daughter. Well, I guess he had some kind of compassion. It was like, "Oh, my baby, I got nothing to do with it."
Oh, it was
I guess
somebody
so.
else. Yeah,
it was.
It was another child in the house.
Yeah, so again, and I get that, and that's fine and everything. But again, dude, you are still going to rot in jail. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, Bessie said it's a lot of this going on over the stimulus.
Yeah, and I get it. And the thing is, again, if somebody say, "I'm giving you $2," why can't you just be happy with that? Why can't you be happy with that? And I get it that you're not, but I just need to know in specific detail why you're not happy about that. Because again, if you haven't done anything to earn any part of that, ain't $2 more than what you came into it with?
Yeah.
And that's my question. And again, if you don't,
it's not worth taking a life over. That's just the most ridiculous. Yeah, at that you took 3 people's life, like over. So just say we don't know how many kids. Well, she had a kid with him. She had 2 kids with him, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the 2 kids, then you got the child that obviously wasn't his that he shot, and then you got her. So that's 1,400 times 4. Or is it 3? Because once you get over a certain amount,
over 18. So I mean, over 18 or over. So as long as they're under 18, it's okay.
That's not it.
What you mean?
If they're dependent on there, they could be 20 some years old. If they're dependent, you getting that 1,400 for them.
Oh well, wait a minute. Hold on. My 21-year-old still living home. I think I need.
That's what I'm saying. It is. That's why I was telling you about the story about.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Bessie says she knows someone and her child father argued over stimulus money.
It's just crazy, man. Again,
but this was the reason, and unfortunately, I have to say this, but this is one of the reasons why the Republicans was so against it, because they're like,
because of what might come down the line,
coming, and they're going to use this. They're going to use this murder and these things that are happening because of the stimulus.
Absolutely, and as justification or whatever.
But I don't even understand how they justify if you're going to get a stimulus or not. You don't know. Somebody could make $100,000 and still they're still
issues.
Suffering.
Yeah, definitely. It depends on what kind of debt you have and all of that. Yeah. You know what though? It's funny that we mentioned this because
Bessie said, but this father is a great father and he deserves half.
Well, that again, truthfully speaking,
are they in the same household?
This is something that those two have to discuss, and they have to come to an amicable decision. And here's the thing: regardless of whoever the stimulus checks his name is in, you have to be okay with what they get. I get you expect you deserve more. I get that. But hey man, look, Michael Jordan deserved more than he got from the Bulls. But that don't mean he played any less or he didn't play as hard for the Bulls, even though he was getting paid pennies on the dollar compared to some cats in the league. You gonna get yours eventually. It may not be when you want it, but you have to understand that patience is most definitely a virtue, and you're gonna get yours eventually. If you believe that, if you trust in that more than anything else, you'll be fine. But when you start saying, "Oh man, she bogus," "Oh man, she only giving you 600, she should give you 1,200," then that's when all this stuff starts to feed into the negativity
But
of
it's
it
not
all.
even just with the stimulus check. I mean, I'm quite sure that there are parents every year, especially if you're not married and living in separate houses, that are arguing back and forth
Absolutely.
over the
Absolutely.
taxes.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a given. Like it's a given. I like my ex. You know, he knows better than to ask me. He knows.
Some people know
He
that, though.
knows
Some
that.
people
'Cause
know that.
Why would you ask?
You know,
And
some
you're
people.
not doing what the things that you're supposed to do. And just because you may pick up the child on the weekend, but that's the gist of it.
Yeah.
How about books, food,
Clothing, when they sick, when everything,
exactly.
special vacations or whatever, out into school. Big Kev, what's going on, man? Kev O'Hurd
So
checking
he
in. What's
said,
up, bro?
Bessie says but he does everything. The kid lives with the mother, but is always with his dad.
Well, and again, you would
That is
hope
a discussion that they would
you
have,
would hope
and you
that
would
the
hope that she
mother
would be
realizes
fair.
that and be like, okay, look, I'll give you, you know what I'm saying, 600, 700, I'll give you half, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You would hope that that's the case, but we don't know what her mindset like, because here's the thing, what we do know is that money changes everything. We were just watching today at school, at work, we watched the movie The Lottery with Bow Wow and a few other people. I had never seen the movie, and I still think it's trash. But I get where they were going with this movie. This kid won this inordinate amount of money. Yeah. Now all of a sudden, every relative that he never knew and all his friends, and all of a sudden, you my best homie, you my best friend, and that leads to this. What would happen if they were to give Black people reparations? What would happen? You know what I'm saying? And again,
I don't think I get any.
Even well, you might get half.
But they gonna give me any.
And Carnett, see, you right, bro. Just be grateful on what you get, if anything. You are absolutely right. And that's what you should do, bro. And that's where I'm going with it. Thurston, appreciate you checking in. Thurston,
well,
Douglas, man.
Bessie says that the woman is not being fair. But do we know, even though he may be with his dad, Bessie, do we know that this man is buying his clothes, right, helping the mother with the food and paying for school and do we know if he's doing all these things? People think because we have a lot on us as women, especially when you have a child and you weren't married to that individual. Right. We have a lot on us as women.
Right.
My ex think I can do it all. And it's not that I gave him that impression. It's just that he just don't want to do what he's supposed to do. And I'm okay with that because this is who he is. A lot of people say, "Oh, you shouldn't be okay with that." Why am I gonna squeeze something I'm not gonna get no juice out of? You can't
fight him about that if that's what he is. If and I'm not saying it because I don't know her ex, but if he's useless, if you know that. But you know what I'm saying? If he's useless, then you know that. Then why would I give him any more?
Why am I gonna? I'm not gonna give you no energy off of that.
If he's a good guy, then you compensate him for being a good guy. That's just how it goes. You know.
I have a fight just getting. She gets her hair done every other week. I take one and you take. So she in there, she got braids. It's $90. It's $90. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Then sends me 35. Did we not say it was 90?
That's not even half of 90.
Like,
man.
come on, stop playing.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
so
you know, some people are, man. I mean, here's the thing. Money messes up people, man. Money messes up families. Money messes up relationships. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what you're doing, if you know you have one mindset and I have my one mindset, it's going to cause an issue. And so we have to be on the same accord. And just like my man Carnett said, and just like I've been saying, just be thankful for whatever you get, because again, the thing is, you taking care of my children. If you say, you know what, dear, I'm gonna give you $200. Why? How could I be mad at that? How could I be mad? That's the question. How could I be mad at that? She does 90% of everything. He come over twice a month or twice a month. You know what I'm saying, on the weekends for a few hours. obviously I don't need anything from her, so why am I mad that she
Bessie,
didn't
I'm
share
quite
no money
sure
with
we
her?
don't have the same
You know what
baby
I'm
daddy.
saying? So, I mean, no, it's a lot of y'all out there in the
It's
same
a lot
boat,
of
man.
us with these baby
A lot
daddies.
of y'all,
Like,
so.
and granted, that was never my intention to have a baby daddy. It never was my intention. Not when I got married the first time, I thought it was for
Kevin
life. But then I
James,
think a
what's up,
week later,
Kev?
I knew it
Thanks for
wasn't
checking
going to
in,
be for
bro.
life. But then I got with this guy. I was with him for a long time before we even had children. It wasn't like we got together and had a child in a couple of years. We were together for a long time before we even. 12 years before we even had a kid, and honestly, she lucky she got here. But and I love her to death. That's my boo. That's my little mini me. But yeah, I wasn't checking for no kids at that late in the game.
Right.
But it happened. So at the end of the day, love my child, love her to death. But her dad gives me. I mean, there are days where I could just see myself just strangling him, like
she got the hands to do
or
it.
like seeing him crossing the street, like, I wonder if I can get away with it. But then I come back to my senses and be like, yeah, that's a dad. Because at the end of the day, he may be not good to me, but he's good to her. And that's what matters, that he's good to her. But can he be a little bit better and do stuff and take her places? He took my child to Disney World and told her it was too hot to go outside, that they was going to stay in the hotel and to look for Minnie.
Wow.
I was dead. Like, who does that?
Yeah, look, this is what happened. My stepson, I call him my son Justin. His dad did the same thing to him. Promised him when he came down to Atlanta, he was going to take him on a shopping spree. Now, this is when Justin was 12. Justin will be 28 this year. And told him when they got to the mall that every 10 minutes you spend in the store, that's $20 off your shopping spree. So Justin came back here with a brand new pair of Air Force Ones after all of that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
But it shouldn't take for us to have to get upset at you for you to do something for your child.
It's your
child. I literally, like, if I really need him to do, I literally have to like go in on him just to get him to do something. But then there are times if I may need something, like we needed a generator. I was like, hey, do you think you can call your brother and see if we can get the generator last night? And he made that call, and he was like, let me know if your husband needs any help. Let me know if Tony needs any help so I can come over and help him. And then, it's then like, okay, well, he got that nice side, but I'm gonna tell you, when he's a pistol, he's a pistol.
Yeah. And I get it, man. I mean, the thing is we don't understand. A lot of times we don't understand the dynamics of your relationship.
Bessie says she got the same baby daddy.
Oh, wow.
I hope not, because I call mine Satan. I hope not.
That's amazing.
Tawana said, don't even get her started.
And see, again, like I said earlier, it's a lot of y'all in the same boat, man. And I get it. I've seen it. I have a lot of female friends that feel the exact same way about their children and their children's fathers, whether it's 1, 2, or however many you got, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad that this is the reality that you all have to deal with. But with that being said, overall, what I can say is that all of the women that I know in this position have made it happen for their kids.
Junior.
Dang. Not Petey Wheatstraw.
I'm going to tell you this one off the chain.
Dig that.
Like when he called me, Satan pops up on my phone.
Wow.
It does. I remember my daughter was 3 years old. Mommy, why do you have that scary person? I was like, girl, that's just your daddy.
Imagine the image she has in her mind.
I did tell her that. I was really like, oh shoot.
I guess I should have
told her that part.
Yeah, maybe you should do something, Just maybe a picture of a goat or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So
I call it like it is. Anybody that know me know I'm a straight shooter. I call it like it is.
But I mean, she's a child.
If that's how he act, that's how he act.
She's a child.
Then he needs to act like a goat, and then I put a picture of a goat up. But right now, in all these years, it's gonna be what it is.
Amazing.
It's gonna be what it is. Because just when I try to be nice and give him that pass, then he comes back with the horns and the fiery tail and everything, and the smoke blowing out of his nose, and
Wow. I don't know what to say, man, other than,
Bessie said I got That's My Baby Daddy song. No, he don't even get that. Wow. Absolutely not. That's giving him too much credit. No, but nevertheless.
I appreciate you women for what you all have done for your children, the sacrifices that you all have made. And I know it's a struggle, and I know it gets hard a lot of times, and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you all have done an amazing job, one hell of a job for all the women that I know who have been single parents and this, that, and the third. I apprate y'all.
But what's amazing though, like when you get like my husband, you would never know that that's not his child.
Yeah.
You would never know.
That's a good thing. That's a real good thing.
And she loves him and she talks and, and it's just, they joke around all the time. They play a lot. And you would never know.
Yeah.
And now my husband is one of these people that did not want to date
someone with a child,
someone with a small child at that. Because when he and I got together, Megan was six, yeah. So and he's been phenomenal with her, and he has grown kids, so and in that sense I could understand it. Well, I didn't understand it when he told me, because at this time we had gotten married. Like, dude,
a little late on
like,
that,
you're a
ain't
little
you?
late in telling me that, but it's too late now. But and he was just like, that's because she's such a great kid. She's such a respectful, great kid, and she's a little girl, not one of these trying to be grown.
Right.
Even now, we know that she's 12. She's getting ready to go into that preteen thing, but she's still that same little girl. She comes in the room, give me kisses and hugs, and in the morning before she go to bed, and all throughout the day, every break, I get a hug and a kiss. Like, Mommy, I'm on break. Give me a hug and a kiss.
Yeah.
Which is something I'm like, God, I said, oh my God, don't ever grow up.
Right.
Because once the teenage years come,
it's a change. Change,
and hopefully not. It all depends how you communicate with your kids. Because I thought that with my boys too, but I was always a really good communicator with my boys, and they were always I remember the first time. I remember the first time my son told me he had lost his virginity, and I was like, he's really telling me this.
Yeah. Sometimes
I'm like this. He's really telling me. I don't want to know, but he's telling me. But but that's because we had that open communication, and if your child trusts you, they trust you.
Yeah.
But and it did throw me for a loop that he told me. I was gone. And then when the youngest one came and told me,
I get it.
And when the youngest one came and told, me, because he's more private. I was like, I've really raised some great young men that they would come and tell me.
Pat yourself on the back.
But look, my thing was, did you use a condom?
Yeah, of course. Of course, because you ain't ready to be no grandmama.
I said, because I ain't being nobody grandmama, baby.
Yeah.
No, did you use a condom? Right. And then he was like, they were like, yeah, and then I was like, all right, because other than that, we got to deny until the blood test come back.
Yeah. Right. I get it. Well, the thing is this, man. I think you instill in your children, the necessary values to be able to feel comfortable enough to talk to you, to feel comfortable enough to say, hey, look, this is what I've done, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want to do. And so when you see that happen, you can't help but feel proud about it, even in situations where it's talking about, losing their virginity and getting with the, opposite sex or whatever the case may be. So,
but it just blew my mind, because I just didn't expect them to want to talk to their mom about it. That's a conversation that they talk to the dad about, and the dad was in their life. But when I asked him, like, why are you coming to me?
Are you sure it was just because they didn't blow your mind because they didn't kill their mates after they had them like you do? Is that what is that the part that you skipping
Tony,
on
do
this?
you hear this? Now,
Tony, run while you can, bro.
Living. Shut it.
Run while you can, bro. I'm saying, or just at least go to bed with a steak in your hand. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you wake up one night, she hovering above you, bro. I know you love her, but it's what it's got to be done for the sake of all humanity, and most definitely for the sake of your very own soul, man.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, bro. Keep that in mind. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bessie said her daughter's 14, the same thing, still gives her hugs and kisses and tells her how much she loves her. She said she has a very sweet child. And her guy is the same way with her daughter. Yeah. And sometimes it takes for you to be with someone else. But I can go back to that last person. Like, I had 2 boys. And I never forget, my son said to him, because by this point he had been in my life maybe 4 years, asked, can I call you dad? Oh, I don't think it'd be right for you to call me dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
there's a lot of respect there. That's a good thing. That's what that is. It's a lot.
So now my husband is back on. Say what you just said. Say what you just said. Say it now.
Tony, can you hear me? Send Chris a wave or a heart or something if you can hear me. I said, be careful that she doesn't try to eat you after you all mate. Keep a steak in your hand. That way, if you drift off and you wake up and she's hovering above you, you know what you got to do, bruh. It's for all humanity. Don't get selfish. It's for all of humanity. Please don't get selfish right now. That's what I said. Now, did I stutter? Did I speak Swahili? No, I didn't. Did I hold my tongue? No, I didn't. Tony, you heard me. Tony, you heard me, right?
Thank you, Bessie. I am too sweet for that. That's just him. He's just such a hater. He's such a hater. I don't know what to do with him.
Bessie, honey, you have been blinded. Or have you been bitten? Is that what it is? You turning already? Is that what it is?
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. If that's what it is. What you saying? I shouldn't go out since it's dark out unless I got my garlic necklace on? That's what you're trying to say?
Whatever.
Let me know what you mean, man. That's all I need to know.
See, Tony said foolery.
And he know what I'm talking about. I guarantee it's gonna be an old table leg sharpened by your bed next time when you get home tonight. I guarantee you that. And get it blessed, Tony, just in case. Get it blessed. That's all I'm saying.
He's a pastor, so it's not gonna happen.
Hey, you all right, bro? You man, you 10 steps ahead then, man. You know what I'm saying? You bless your own holy water and all that, man. So it's all good.
Just ignorant.
But
just
anyway.
ignorant. Like we're like something is really wrong with him. But he promised to take me to get the best chicken wings. He said better than Harold's, better than
Joe's
Uncle
Rib
Remus.
Shack.
And y'all know I like me some Uncle Remus. So we're going where?
Joe's Rib Shack on the corner of Wolf and Butterfield in Hillside. Joe absolutely sells the best chicken wings in the world. I ain't gonna lie. The only one who sells chicken wings better is my mother. And that's because it's my mama's chicken. But other than that, nobody else, everybody else pales in comparison. You know what I'm saying? My mother don't even sell her chicken wing, but I'm just saying she got the best
Gina.
chicken. So yeah, Joe's Rib Shack on the corner of Wolf and Butterfield. Y'all check them out if y'all in the western suburbs. If y'all find yourself lost one day
Norma.
and happen up on it, y'all make sure y'all
Bessie
stop in
said, leave me alone. See, there's something wrong with him.
Don't worry about it. The truth will be told.
All the times his mama dropped him when he was little.
Anyway.
But this is Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. And guess what? We out of here. Our little time is up just that quick.
Hey.
We will get back with you guys next week.
Definitely.
Same bat time.
Definitely.
7 p.m.
You heard us at that time. You know what that means, right?
Bessie said she wants some of your mama's chicken.
Well, most definitely, Bessie. Next time, let me know. Hit me up, inbox me, let me know, man. I'll come bring them to you.
All right. So this is Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com.
Y'all take care. God bless.
Peace. Have a great weekend.
Even that you're never alone. Why does it always happen so soon? Out of the end.